Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to get more cherry blossoms in Adopt Me. So right now the only minigame is the Sakura Swoop, where you jump off in this platform and then you use your hang glider to glide around through these rings of cherry petals. So just try to get as many as you can and try to go to areas with a lot of rings of cherry petals so you can get your combo as high as possible. And also press the spacebar 2 times or the jump button to drop down a little bit, because there's a lot of rings where you will need to drop down to get them. Also, I think my highest score is 42,000 points, and to get the max amount of petals that you can get from the minigame, which is 3,250, you need to get at least 20,000 points. So hopefully these tips can help you. And also, I have seen people in servers get up to 70,000 points in one minigame, and I'm not sure how they did that, because the most I've gotten in one minigame is 42,000 points. So if you guys have any tips that you know of, put them in the comments so other people could find out. Another tip is when you first jump off of the platform, you should use the boost that you get, and the boost will refresh every time you fly through one of the hoops of cherry petals. First, you want to fly around near the top towards all the petals that are up in the sky, and then go down lower and lower until you reach the ones near the clouds near the bottom. So that way you don't get stuck near the bottom of the map right when the game starts, because then you're more likely to fall through the clouds and you will lose your combo. And then at the end, the last 40 seconds of the minigame, these lanterns will pop up and you will be able to collect these two, and these will give you more points. They will also give you another boost. So I would say your main goal is to get 20,000 points, because that's how many points you need to get the max amount of cherry petals that you get for this minigame, which is 3,250. So after you get 20,000 points, you can just stop trying as hard if you want to, or you can keep going and try to get a whole bunch. Like you can see on the leaderboard, this person got 60,000 points, which is really cool. That's a lot of points. And the next way of getting cherry blossoms is with a cherry blossom viewing area that you can go AFK in. So for this, Adopt Me made it so every 15 minutes or so, less than 20 minutes, they reconnect you to a new server, so that way you don't get disconnected for being idle for 20 minutes, because a lot of people were wondering about that. So I think that's how they did it. But you will probably need to turn off the sleeping option on your computer if your computer falls asleep, and this will be different depending on what kind of computer you have. So you need to go into the options and try to find the sleeping mode and turn that off so your computer doesn't fall asleep, because I think that makes it so you may get kicked from the game more easily. If you have a phone or an iPad, it should stay on as long as you have the charger in, or it has a lot of battery, so it'll stay on for a while. And hopefully you won't get disconnected, because Adopt Me made it so every 15 minutes they switch your servers, so that way you can't get completely disconnected from the game. And once they switch your server, you will spawn right back in the cherry blossom viewing area. And another thing is, if you have an alt account, you can put that alt account in this AFK area, and if you have another device like a phone or iPad, then you can put that account in the viewing area and just have it sitting there for a while, like when you can't play the game, and it will over time collect a lot of cherry petals, and it is really useful. So I would recommend doing it if you have an alt account. Right now I'm just using one alt account for this, and I have 140,000 extra cherry petals from it. So I would recommend to use this AFK area. I've seen some people go crazy and have like 10 other accounts getting cherry petals from being AFK, but you don't need to go that crazy. Even just one account, one extra account helps, which is what I'm doing right now. So guys, I think that's all the tips that I have. If you have any tips of your own, comment them down below so others can see them, and also comment down below your highest high score on the Sakura Swoop minigame. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this helped someone, and bye guys!